This is Monica from Monica's Crafty Creations, and today we're going to be making Mom's chicken potato salad. So I already prepped the chicken, I washed it, I cleaned it. Now we're going to be putting in the chicken in a pot, fill it up with water, and we're going to get some minced garlic, a couple scallions, about 2 or 3, and salt and pepper. And we're going to put it on the stove and let it cook for about an hour until the chicken is cooked completely. Okay, so let's put in the salt. This is about 3 teaspoons or so. Pepper, I would say about 2 teaspoons. Minced garlic, depending on the flavor that you want. If you want it nice and rich, garlicky flavor, I would say half a teaspoon of minced garlic. Put a little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to put in the scallions. Let's put this on the stove. Let's put this in here. Get a cutting board. And you're going to cut the tops off. Not too much, because we're going to be using the whole entire scallion for this. You're going to peel the scallion. Okay. Now, my mom, rest in peace, she passed away 3 years ago. And she used to make this in the summertime because it's a cold, refreshing dinner, and she'll make it in the afternoon. So we're going to rinse out the scallions after you peel them to get that thin layer that's in there. We're going to cut the ends off as well, because we don't want the ends in there. Alright. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut these in thirds. Okay. And then we're going to add this to the water. Okay, now while the chicken is cooking, we're going to wash and prep our potatoes. So, get a nice sharp knife. I have here about 5, 6, 7 potatoes. These are russet. You can use any type of potato that you want. We're going to wash them with a vegetable brush. Okay. And we're going to cut them in quarters, so this way they'll cook faster. While we're cooking the potatoes, we're also going to put in 2 eggs so we could hard boil them together. You could put them in a separate pot if you want, but I believe this is easier and they'll cook at the same time, because so the potatoes could cook faster, and we need to let them cool down in order to peel off the skin and peel and chop the hard-boiled eggs. We're going to clean the potatoes and let's get that started. So this salad is very filling. Rinse that off. It's like 2 meals in one. Like my mom's stuffing for Thanksgiving. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut them in half and then cut them in quarters. If you notice any imperfections, these are good. Stick that in there. Okay, so we have some brownage right here. I don't know if you can see that. See? We're going to cut that off. There's some over here too. We're going to also cut that off. Alright. Same thing with this one. Cut that off. A little bit over. Alright. Good on that. Good. This one. This has a little bit. Cut that off. Cut that off. My mom always taught me, while you're cooking, when you're done with one thing, clean up after yourself, so this way you don't have so many pots and pans, dishes and stuff like that in the sink. See, we have like a scar here. It must have been when they were picking the potatoes out of the ground. It got cut, so we have a little scar there. I'm just gonna see when you cut it. Yeah, so we're gonna take that out. When you cook your chicken, cook it on high to medium high. I mean, chicken boils really go quickly. Because trust me, you don't need that many potatoes in this recipe. I mean, this will last us for 2 days, and it's, you know, three of us right now. We used to be 4. But my son's in the service, so. Imperfection, cut that out, cut that out, there we go. Okay, got that out of the way. Okay, so we're going to add water to this, fill it up, so you cover all the potatoes, add some salt. Okay. And we're also going to add our 2 eggs in here too, so they cook together. So let's put this in on the oven, and we're going to cook it on high for about 12 minutes. The eggs should be done at 12 minutes for a hard boil. Check your potatoes by sticking a knife in the water. Pierce a potato, okay, and if it slides off, it's perfect. If not, it needs a little bit more time. Okay, so now while the potatoes are cooking, the eggs are cooking, I covered them up so they'll start a hard boil quickly. Chicken is cooking. It's boiling. Now we're going to dice up a medium-sized onion or a large, depending on how much you're making. I'm making quite a bit, so I took a white onion. You can use yellow, red, whatever you prefer on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to dice this up. And this will be put in after you have shredded the chicken and put all the ingredients in a bowl. This is basically going to be like a last touch, last ingredient besides the parsley. So I always like to prep and get that ready. I mean, you could dice cut whatever on the onion. If you like big chunks, go right ahead. If you want thin, whatever you like. I don't know where my mom got this recipe from. I don't know if she made it up or not. All I know is that everybody loved it. It's nice and hearty, fills you up. That's for sure. And it's nice and refreshing, especially during the summertime. I mean, you could always buy the diced onions already prepared at your supermarket instead of doing it yourself. That's completely fine. But buying the onion is, if you're on a budget, this is cheaper than buying it already diced. And if you're not an expert in dicing, like me, it's okay. Nobody's going to judge you because it's going to go in salad and nobody's going to know. Unless you have a big chunk like this. Okay. So this is about half a cup so far. I'm going to use the whole onion because I don't like to waste. I'm not a professional cook. I like to cook. Some of you might be saying, oh, you're cutting it wrong, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care. After you finish dicing and cutting up your onion, you just put it in the fridge until it's ready to be added into the salad. Some people don't like that onion taste, so you can use less onion if you want. Okay, so we have about a cup. Like I said, it depends how much you're going to be making. And a cup and a half, that's pretty good for 2 days for the salad. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put this in the fridge, wait on the chicken, and the potatoes, and the egg. Okay, so we already got the onions in the fridge. Now we're going to cut up some parsley. This is a garnish that you put at the complete end of the salad. And I use flat leaf parsley. So I'm just going to take a bunch here. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it up, put it in my bowl, right there. I fold it, and then just cut. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife. This gives the salad a robust flavor, a nice, clean, and savory flavor. I would say this is about 3/4 of a cup. Like I said, it all depends. Okay, so chop this up. I like big pieces of parsley. I love parsley. You could chop it up really fine if you want, if you're not a parsley person. If you see large pieces, just cut it, chop it up. This is why you need a nice sharp knife. And then we can put this on the side until we start putting the salad together. This is one of the herbs that you must have in your garden if you're growing a garden, is parsley. My main ones are parsley, cilantro, basil, dill. Can't grow thyme for some reason, probably because of the heat down here in Florida. I don't know. I tried so many times. I just can't grow it. Even in a container. Does not do well for me. Don't know why. Oh well. Okay, so we got our parsley. Nice and chopped. Set that aside. Now we clean up. And we wait till the chicken is done. You have to let that cool when it's done. So we could shred it. And then the potatoes and the egg. Start your 12 minutes right after it starts boiling. That's when you start your countdown for the 12 minutes. Okay? And we'll be right back. Okay. So right now is a good time for you to heat up the sweet peas. They could be frozen or canned. I prefer frozen. They have a better quality to it, better taste. So you could start doing that and keep checking on your chicken to make sure it's fully cooked. And then when it is, let it cool down. Take it out of the pot. Let it cool down in a bowl. And then check on your potatoes and your egg. Like I said, the hard boil will start at the time when the water starts to boil. So, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we got the chicken boiling. I turned it over, breast side down. Okay, and now the potatoes are starting to boil with the egg. Here I'm going to start the countdown to the 12, whoops, sorry about that, the 12-minute mark. Okay, and then I'll be keeping on checking the potatoes and so on. But the chicken is almost done. Hi, this is Monica from Monica's Crafty Creations. Due to technical difficulties, part of the video was not able to upload and audio was gone. So I'm going to show you this finished product and I'll let you know what I added in and what I did. Okay, so here's the finished product. I shredded the chicken. I used all the meat. Okay. Used 2 forks to shred it. Then I took the potatoes, peeled off the skin, and I chopped them and cut them up even more to bite size. Then I added the chopped onions, the parsley, the peas, added salt and pepper to taste, added about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder and onion powder, and I also used about 2 teaspoons, about roughly, of mustard. Then I added about a cup to a cup and a half of mayo, so it'd be nice and creamy. Then I put it in the fridge to cool down even more. You could do this overnight. It's great for leftovers. It's very hearty, and it's great for the summertime. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. And enjoy. Well, that is the finished product of Mom's chicken potato salad. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you make this recipe and let me know how it turns out. If you have any recipes of your own that you would like to share and you want me to put them up on this channel, let me know. You can send them at monicascraftycreations@gmail.com. I'll leave that email down in the description, including the recipe. Little recommendations, if you don't want to use or cook your own chicken, you can use a rotisserie chicken original recipe. You could use that instead. If you don't want to chop up your own onion, you can use prepackaged. Make sure it's fresh and not the frozen kind. So let me know what you thought of the recipe. I hope you make it. I hope you enjoy it. And so yeah, let me know. Hit that notifications button. Hit the like button. And there'll be more videos coming up soon. Thank you for watching. Keep the light shining, and God bless.